Did. Well, hello. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome to Loomly, and thanks for joining us for our new Flash webinar on Facebook publishing. So the goal of Flash webinars is to offer you a quick but in-depth presentation of one very specific Loomly feature, and it shouldn't take longer than 15 minutes. My colleague Mike will be answering any questions that you have down in the Q&A section. So now we can dive into it, and I can show you how to make the most out of Facebook publishing. The goal Oh, sorry, we rid of that. Loomly allows you to schedule reels, stories, carousels, and multimedia posts to your Facebook page. To get started, you'll need to connect your Facebook page in the Social Accounts tab of the calendar settings. You'll be prompted to connect your Facebook page through your personal Facebook profile. And then once you've connected your Facebook page to Loomly, you'll then be ready to create engaging content. So I'll show you how to do so. We'll go over to our calendar settings. We go to Social Accounts, and then we'll see the Connect button here. We'll connect again, and then we'll see here that it's going to ask me to log into my personal profile. As long as my personal profile administrates my page, I'll see those options down here. The page I want to connect to is my Bell Bosses page, so I'll select that one. And then I can also select my ads account. That will be beneficial for post sponsoring, which we'll talk about later. Once you create the connection, boom, you'll see here that you're connected and ready to post to Facebook. So to get started, you'll need to decide how frequently you're going to publish your content. At Loomly, we recommend being consistent to keep your followers informed and grow your Facebook page. You can keep an eye out for how many high-quality posts that you're able to commit to posting regularly. Now, once you've identified your ideal posting cadence, you can set up your preferred publishing schedule and save time when creating new posts with our scheduling slots feature. You can create posts from any view in Loomly by clicking on the green New Post button at the top right of the screen. That's here. In this first panel here, this is where we can define the base of our content. Base content allows us to add the generic details of our post that will apply to all channels. This is perfect if we're planning to publish the same post across different social media channels. You can always fine-tune the content for the specific channels in the next panel. The steps to set up your base content are simple. First, you choose a generic date and time. You can also add a subject or add post labels to help you easily identify which campaign or category the post belongs to. So here's where we select our date and time. I have my scheduling slot set up here. So the scheduling slot I'll go for is, we'll do it for Friday at 3. Here's the subject that you can create. It's only for internal reference, so it won't show on your post. So I'll put Facebook publishing. Labels here is what we can do to help identify which campaign it's for. This is a Flash webinar, so I'll choose the Flash webinar label. So next is where we're going to select our social media channels. In this example specifically, we're only going to select Facebook, but you can always choose other social media channels too. Okay, so we have Facebook, that's the channel we're going to be posting to. Then you'll add your base copy and you can leverage our hashtag manager to add trending and suggested hashtags for boosted post reach. You can also create your own hashtag collections for your own brand or frequently used hashtags for a more streamlined process. So let's go ahead and I'll get my base content connected in here. All right, and then here is our hashtag manager feature. Now, as we can see here, we do have some suggestions from what my copy has in it. So I'll go ahead and I'll add the Facebook hashtag. We can go over to trending. Here are some that are trending now, but I don't find them to be the most useful, so I don't really need to conclude any of those. Then I can go to my collections. I have a Loomly hashtag collection that I use often, so it saves me time there. If I wanted to create a new hashtag collection, I could name it here and then also add the hashtags there, so it's more streamlined. When we come back to the copy, we'll see that the hashtags are here in place and ready to go. Now, once your base content is ready, you can then attach media files. Attaching media files in Loomly can be done in multiple ways. You can add visual assets from your Loomly library, directly from your device or through a specific URL, or from your Google Drive. Now, if you don't have an image on hand, you can always access millions of royalty-free images and GIFs from Unsplash or Giphy, which are right within Loomly. I can show you how to get to those there. So if we wanted to add them from our device, you would pick here for a photo. You can upload a video using this one. I want to show you Unsplash. You can get a lot of those royalty-free images. We type in Facebook, you'll see plenty here that you can choose from. Same thing with Giphy. We go over to Giphy. If we type in Facebook, there's plenty that we can find. Now, if you wanted to add something from Google Drive, you would go here. You can import photos, videos, or documents. Additionally, Loomly recently announced a new integration with Canva, meaning you can now export your Canva designs directly to your Loomly library. I'll show you how that works. If we go over to Canva, this is an asset that I have designed here. Once you have Loomly connected, you'll see it over here at the bottom left. Here's where you're going to see all the calendars that you have that you can add your asset to. Since I'm working in the Loomly webinar calendar, I'll export this design over there. You can select what type of file type. I'll leave it as a PNG. And if we wait a moment, we'll see that our photo has been sent to the Loomly library. For now, I'll stick here and I'll add something from my library. I want to add this Facebook image directly from my device, and we're ready to go. Once you've added your desired visual asset, you can preview your post in the next step so you know exactly how it's going to look when it's published. We'll go to the next step. I can see a preview here. Now let's take a closer look at some of the additional features available for Facebook. For Facebook, you can decide if you want to create a story, reels, carousel, or a feed post with images and videos. You'll see these options here. You can always make last-minute changes to your image or video like resizing, cropping, adding text and filters with Loomly Studio. Loomly Studio also offers popular crop ratios to help you easily identify the right visual asset dimensions for each social channel. That way you can make sure your content looks stunning and fits perfectly every time. So for this situation, let's say I wanted to make a story. This image I have uploaded here, I can go right to Loomly Studio and I can crop this. Our popular crop ratios are located right here. I want to go down to the story size. Boom, got it perfectly there, and I can save it. Loomly also offers a couple of more customization options that I can show you. You can mention pages in the copy of your post, and Facebook also supports tagging individual profiles. So here's where we'll go. If I want to tag the page, I'll tag my Bell Bosses page here. You'll see that it comes up. I can select it, and I'll also tag my personal profile. You'll see it come up, and I'll select it. You can also add a description text or alt text here. Add alt text, see that option. And if I were to be uploading a reel, I can upload a custom cover image. So I'll show you if I was to do a reel. I have a reel loaded here. Same thing ready for Facebook, but it's a video instead. What I'll do here is I can choose a cover image from the video. I can select a custom frame. Or if I wanted to, I can go, get rid of that, and I can upload a custom cover image. Here, I'll do this one. When I click done, we'll see that I have a custom cover image for my reel video. Next, we'll have audience targeting and promotion that we can do. We allow you to organically target and restrict audiences on Facebook. Organic audience targeting is ideal for brands with a large community or those who need to target a specific subset of their audience. So here you can decide what audience you're going to go, the location, the interest, gender, age, all of those things here. You also have audience restrictions. By default, your post is available to everyone, but if you want to select the minimum age or locations as well, you can do so. Finally, if you have Facebook Ads Manager connected like we did earlier, you can boost your Facebook posts within Loomly. You would click here to show your sponsoring options. It'll get you to that, and you'll be able to dictate and decide exactly how you want to boost that post. Now, once you've published your content, it's time to interact with them by responding to comments. I'll go ahead and I'll leave this to schedule here, and we'll talk more about Facebook interactions. Our interactions management tool allows you to reply to Facebook comments, mentions, and messages. You can efficiently manage interactions with your team by assigning states, assigning collaborators, filtering interactions by assignee, and creating saved replies. I'll tell you what that looks like too. Here's where you can find interactions. I'll go ahead and load them since I just connected my Facebook account. Perfect. And we'll be able to find our comments here. So when I find the comments here, I can assign the statuses for the interactions as read, unread, or closed. Here's what I can do, and I can add them here. I can mark them all as read, all as unread. I can also assign them to a collaborator if I'd like. If I wanted to assign this specific response to one of my teammates, I can assign it to Mike if I'd like. That way, the questions are always answered by the best suited person on your team. You can also apply, create, and edit, also delete saved replies. That way you can save time when you're engaging with your fans and followers. So here, I can place a greeting. It's one of my saved replies. Awesome. And that's how we go here, and I'll add reply. Just like that. You can also double check and you'll see who responded to the interaction. You'll see my name here, and that's a great way that you can take advantage of our interactions feature there. Now, finally, you can use Loomly Facebook Analytics to measure the success of your posts and improve your strategy. I'll show you where you can get to analytics here. Awesome. Now you can measure your post performance with basic and advanced analytics for Facebook pages. Loomly also offers account level statistics, such as your total number of followers, account impressions, reach, and even more for Facebook pages. Post metrics are included below. So you'll see likes, comments, reach, impressions, engagement rate. They can all be viewed right below here. You can also measure the success of the posts that were published outside of Loomly. This gives you a complete view of your page's growth and performance. That means even if your posts weren't published using Loomly, your analytics will still pull up here so you can see them. Now, you can also filter your dates and post period comparisons, and you can filter by post labels too. I'll go to a different calendar so I can show you more analytics. Here's where you'll filter. Default, it's on the last 7 days. Let's say I want to take it all the way to the beginning of the year to now. You can also compare the period that you would want those compared to, and you can add labels. Because I want a wider range of metrics, I won't add a label now, just so I can show you. Now you'll see all of my filter dates from January 1st to June 4th are available here. We still have the account overview. You'll see different headlines like your 3 most engaging posts, your 3 highest reaching posts, and your 3 most shared posts. And we'll still see our individual post metrics here down below as well. Now, last but not least, you can export all of your analytics data. You can do this in a PDF or a CSV format. That way you can share your reports offline with your team. So if you want to export, get that out the way. We'll go here, export analytics. We'll see all the reports that we can create, and we can decide the format as well. Then we'll click that export button whenever we're ready. Or you can schedule your analytic reports to be automatically sent to up to 25 recipients on a weekly or a monthly basis. So if we go here, we go down to the schedule PDF reports button. We would hit a new scheduled report. We would select our cadence here, and then all the reports that we want to include. And then here is where you can add up to 25 email addresses that will get those reports sent either monthly or weekly, depending on what you choose. And that wraps up today's webinar on Facebook publishing. I appreciate you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please review our FAQ section for more information. If you feel like your question hasn't been answered in our FAQ, please contact our team, either through chat or over email at contact@loomly.com. Thanks again for your time, everyone. Have a great day.